What's up, guys? I had a late start today. It's already like 11 a.m. So everything's all thrown off right now because I was being lazy this morning. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm doubling today strictly because I just don't want to do all of the mileage in one go. So we're gonna do 3 to 4 this morning. Let's get going. All right, we're off again. I plotted out this week a little bit. First time in a while I've done that. About 83 miles slated for this week. Oh, would you look at that? The sun came out. It's actually decently warm all of a sudden. This actually is a representation of my warm welcome to you guys. Welcome back to another week of training. Thanks for tuning in. 1 mile of many down this week. Let's keep going. Just crested the big hill. That's 2 miles and 100 miles for the year. First milestone. It only took us, what, is today January 9th? Not a bad start. Nice little 4-mile run to start the week. And I tell you what, I felt really good. Those good days always sneak up on you and you just never see them coming. That's kind of like almost fun. But then again, on the other end of the spectrum, you wake up when you like did everything right and then you just feel awful. Needed to do something just to kick off the day, even if it was something shorter. Otherwise, I'd be anxious all day and I wouldn't be able to get anything done. We'll catch you later for run number 2. Yo, same day, guys. We're back out here on Monday and got some shorts on. It's that weird temp right now where you can get away with pants or shorts. So the sun is shining. Feels pretty nice out. We're gonna do 7 right now, so let's get going. Man, it's a really nice afternoon for a little trek, little jog. Still feeling very good. I just have a feeling it's gonna be one of those weeks where things are just clicking. We're getting a little too ahead of ourselves, even though it may feel good. I'm gonna slow it down. I don't know what it is about the short shorts, but man, I feel so much more free in them. It feels so much easier to run compared to like pants or something. The amount of times I've been called a tool bag or something of that nature while wearing them, and those people don't know what they're missing. Don't knock it until you try it. I'm actually really glad that I doubled today because I'm working on a really intense drawing. I was kind of getting frustrated right before I set out for this run, so this allowed me to kind of regroup and break things up so I can come back to it fresh in a little bit. 5 miles in, 2 to go on the day, and it's the classic right now. The wind has been in my face in both directions. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't slow down much after earlier when I said I was. I slowed down a little bit, but for the most part, I was still kind of moving. But, you know, it just felt so natural today, and I'm just like, fuck it, man. Like, it's gonna hurt more to slow down at this point, so. What's up, everyone? It's Tuesday, and it's pretty cold. Got the baggy fit on this morning. Just trying to stay warm and survive, honestly. Probably about 11 miles this morning. So we got a while to go. Getting out of bed this morning was one thing. It's never really easy for me. But waking up, that was easy as hell this morning. There's this bus stop directly across the street. And these stupid kids were just yelling. Just yelling, dude. Screaming. Parents didn't give a shit. I wanted to yell out the window so bad. I'm not even joking when I say I think the kids were genuinely playing a game where one kid would scream and the next kid would try and one-up it. And it just kept repeating, and it would just continue until some kid's vocal cords, I guess, exploded. I felt like some old geezer as I was strongly considering yelling out the window, "You meddling kids! Shut up, please!" Keep in mind, it was 7 a.m. while this was happening. Mile 3 update. I'm definitely not having as much fun as I was yesterday. I apparently used that word pretty loosely. Keeping an eye on my left plantar as of like 2 days ago. It's very subtle again, but I feel it kind of hurts a little bit raw in the morning especially. Thought I was past it, but guess I gotta start icing it again. I'll be alright. It's not prohibiting me from doing anything. If you're new to the channel, or if you've been lurking, I do the same thing, it's okay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are interested in seeing more content like this, and also give it the thumbs up. Helps the videos out, and I'd really appreciate it. Is that a skunk or is it 420 right now? Oh shit, my camera's gonna die. I gotta conserve this shit. I'll see you later. Almost done. 11 on the morning. Solid run. Felt really good. This morning was really pleasant, just nice chill miles. The sun is right in my face so I can barely see, but my camera's gonna die, so thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. This is the greatest joy of my life every morning. Fit check. It's about 27 degrees right now, and I don't know why some mornings I choose to climb this big hill at the very start, because now I'm out of breath. Okay, we're good. Today's plan is 11 to 12 miles. Last night was really weird. It was late, it was pushing midnight. I had this sickening urge to go outside and run. I didn't do it because I was ready for bed, but what the fuck? I guess it's much nicer if you want to do this versus not at all. I've had stretches that span for weeks where every day it was the same deal. I just hated myself. I did not want to do it at all. Yesterday at work, it was so slow. I sat down and stretched for like an hour, so I feel nice and fresh, loose right now. I don't know why I keep talking about how surprised I am that I feel so good this week. I think it's just, I'm used to feeling flat, maybe occasionally good on one day, but like 3 days in a row, damn. I think it's gonna be a good week. What I think is happening is, the last few months have been a struggle, man. It's just been hard training, building that big base. I think literally what's happening, and finally, is I guess I'm leveling up. I'm at a new tier in my fitness, my training. I'm getting stronger. I think what my body is saying to me is I'm ready for the next level. Let's keep doing this. I'm finally prestiging in Call of Duty. 6 miles, 6 miles back. 12 today, obviously. We're a quarter mile away from 9 right now. Still feeling strong. Yeah, I know I joke around a lot like this is horrible because, you know, it actually does suck most days, this whole running thing. I don't think I can function without it anymore. I just think it's so important. It just helps you like clear things in your head. It's like a sort of therapy. You work out like ideas you've had, maybe projects you want to do. I feel like it kind of heightens your experiences throughout the day. Have you ever edited a picture on Instagram or something and you up the saturation on it and the colors are just much more vivid? I feel like it kind of does that. When you're just living like a zombie and you're idle all day, man, things seem dull. There's 9 miles. I mean, I honestly owe a lot of my creativity to mornings like this. I get so many ideas out here. I don't get them in the shower. I get them out here. The thing is though, the effects don't last forever, obviously. Maybe all day if you're lucky, maybe a few hours. It depends, man, that's life. You gotta kind of like use that to catapult yourself to the next thing and find a way to do it as often as possible. In a couple days time, I won't even remember that I did 12 miles today. Just like that, gone. But it counts. This little 12 miler this morning. Dude, this feels so stupid to say, but I wanted to keep going, which, what the hell, never happens. Yeah, I just had to tell myself, like, easy grasshopper there will be other days. But tomorrow we got medium long. I don't have much time to screw around here. I gotta get ready for work. It is really shitty out today. There's no other way to put it. But I'm just gonna go and do my medium long right now. 14 miles is the plan. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm just gonna get going. Alright, just got back. Holy. freaking wet and cold, man. The first few miles, I started off fast because I'm like, I don't want to be out here. I just want to get this over with. So I was kind of cooking, and I thought about just pushing this run to tomorrow and doing like my short 8 miles that I would be doing on Friday, but I just kept going. My legs felt really good despite the circumstances, and you know, it just turned into a nice solid effort that I guess I really needed. So we turned a really shitty day into something really memorable and really awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go shower, dry off, eat. Fuck. Had the New Balance Moors on, so nice and heavy on my feet, and it made it even more fun as they were soaked because I just got to the point where I didn't give a fuck anymore. I was just running through like all these puddles and the rain was just coming down. I couldn't see anything. And naturally, people drive like absolute assholes in PA to begin with, and then you throw in bad weather, and it's just a nightmare. So, I love this state. I fucking love it. There's gravel in every orifice of my body. I am literally part of the trail right now. Watch this. Hey everyone. It's half raining, half snowing right now. What fun. But I will say it's a lot nicer than yesterday. Yesterday was a hellhole. So what's today? Friday? Got 8 easy miles today. And I say easy because I mean it. We're going slow. Got a nice baggy fit today. And I love Fridays because there's just no worry about anything. Just chill out. Like if I decide I just want to run 20-minute pace, my ego won't actually flare up for whatever reason. I've trained myself not to on days like this. Here's mile 1. Let's keep it that way. Chill out, man. 8+ minute. So let's talk a little bit about yesterday, because yesterday was weird, man. There was no plan to go out there and tempo the medium long like I did. The moment I set off, I was cold, wet, and I mean cold and miserable. It was so bad. I'm just gonna send it, just get through this quickly. So my first mile I come through at like 6:20. I'm like, all right, let's just keep this up. And then it just turned into me picking it up. Felt really good and smooth the whole time. I wasn't really laboring. Before I knew it, my last mile was like 5:23 and finished in like a 5:50 pace. Didn't see a single person on the trail the entire time, which was nice. I'm not much of a people person most days, so I have full certainty, full confidence now that I can hold that pace for a full marathon. And then if you throw on some nice plated shoes, maybe a decent day, like it's not downpouring, could be a really special one. And plus we have still a little under 4 months to go until the race, so a lot of time to get ready. I'm keeping my promise today and actually going really chill. I've got a lot of thinking to do. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about yesterday's run, and I could have gone 10, 15, maybe even 20 seconds faster per mile before I really started to enter like the pain train, I guess. God, it's windy, by the way. I have a feeling that we are at sub 2 hour and 30 minute shape already. If not, like, we gotta be a couple weeks away. I don't want to jump the gun too soon. I'm not that stupid, but I got my first inkling of this idea back in like November when I set out for like a 15-mile long run, and I finished in like 5:35 pace, and I felt like I could have gone faster and much longer. Like tomorrow or today, something really bad can happen. You never know. And that could just ruin the whole thing. I can blow up, and all of this was basically for nothing. But I don't know. The next few weeks are really going to be telling, because I'm ready to start that big build. Next week, probably like one more week of this, kind of like lenient training. But next week I am going to focus on starting to up those long runs. And then after that, I think it's go time. Fuck it, man. And one more thing, I am also very much aware that 14 and 15 miles is nowhere near 26.2. That's a whole different ball game. and I've heard it a million times, but it's true. The race doesn't start until like mile 20. The halfway point's at mile 20. I'm not even there yet. Yeah, much needed chill day today. Standard Friday. Nothing too interesting to talk about. I think we're at 56 miles for the week right now, and we have Saturday and Sunday, so a lot more miles to finish things out, and I think we will manage. And until then, I will see you later. Morning, guys. It's about coming up on 7 a.m. right now, and we got a nice layer of snow right now. Very cold, very tired, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't slip. The last thing I want to do right now is slip and fall, so we're just taking it easy till the sun starts to come out a little bit, and then we can hit the trails. Looking to do 11 this morning. Those are my footsteps. I'm not gonna lie, it gives me great satisfaction knowing that those are my footsteps right now on the roads. It's getting brighter right now, and look at that, I can cross the intersection here with no cars. Saturdays are usually pretty chill here, I've noticed. Don't get it twisted though. I'm very rarely up this early. I'm kind of a night owl. And it's funny because I didn't always used to be this way. When I was in school, from like elementary through college, I went to bed pretty early and got up really early. Was really good at it. Now I kind of flipped it. If the alarm clock goes off early, I'm most likely to hit the snooze, but if I absolutely have to get up, the adrenaline kicks in and I get up immediately. I've never had a problem with that, like sleeping through appointments and stuff. Okay, let's give the trail a shot now. It's light enough that it's not too sus. I don't sense any ice right now, just a light layer of snow, which I'm okay with. Didn't realize I was chilling as much as I was until I saw over 32 minutes at the 4 mile mark. And I'm like, fuck it, man. Whatever it takes to get through this morning. I'm feeling a bit better now though. When I went out the door this morning, it was just straight wind, and I'm like, dear God. And then, less than a mile into my run, I just hear, Yuma! Yuma! Get in here! And I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's like pitch black at this point. And I look forward, and like 20 feet in front of me is just this corgi staring into my soul, ready to tear me limb from limb. So I turned around. About 3 miles away from home right now. We're almost there. And I'm still the only footsteps out here. What was that, 11 this morning? Nice and chill. God, I'm so cold right now, so I'll catch you in a little bit. There, gun's back. I have one of these balls right here. I'm trying to dig right into my IT band and my hip because it is sore today. And every time I do this, it always alleviates a lot of the pain, but it hurts so bad to do. You just gotta like put all your weight into it. Alright, this doesn't make any sense. This camera, I didn't take it with me because it was dying, and I charged it the entire time I was gone, but it says it's at 2%. Anyway, 17 miles this morning, and we capped off an 84-mile week, which is freaking awesome. Felt really good today, really smooth. Had my new, hold up, Brooks. Sent me this, some Hyperion Maxes. Shout out to Courtney. Really appreciate that, and these felt phenomenal. I don't know really any specs about them other than just like how they felt during the run. They don't have a plate, I don't think so, but they felt really good. At first I was kind of like, it feels a little bit hard, but that's because I'm so used to wearing stuff that's like super cushy, super soft. But as the run went on, it just felt better and better, and I felt super fast in these. I would definitely run a marathon and do more long runs with this in the future. This is definitely a shoe that I'm going to keep in my rotation. Also, it's Pittsburgh themed, so unfortunately, no playoff game for the Steelers today. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And kind of a boring week, but a good week nonetheless. I'll see you next time, and peace out.